of here!
Policía.
Get the out of here! I'll call the police on you, you Get out of here! This is illegal! Get the
Hello, Daniel Joseph McGuire.
Daniel J. McGuire. I, at this point, have seen him in several videos harassing people for absolutely no reason.
You're illegally in my neighborhood!
And give your name.
Fuck you!
Give your name.
Mind your own business, you bitch!
And did you tell the fruit stand you're...
Tomorrow I'm gonna spray WD-40 over all this shit.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna spray WD-40 over all this shit.
And you should face criminal charges because you've been harassing and threatening.
No, I'm allowed to.
The way you're going around harassing people like this, which I believe is racially motivated, you have to understand that what you're doing, some would say...
Get out of here! This is illegal!
So an activist named Alex Enamorado invited a bunch of people to come support the street vendor so that they would be safe from Daniel J. McGuire's attacks. And while they were out there supporting the street vendor, Daniel J. McGuire took it upon himself to spray the people out there supporting him with a hose, which is assault. And after Daniel J. McGuire called the police on them, they actually ended up arresting him instead.
Look, here comes a consequence of my actions chasing me right now. I don't want no consequence. I don't want no consequences chasing me right now. Someone take this consequence. Someone take this consequence of chasing me right now. Jesus, take the consequence.
And no, it's not cancel culture.
Consequence.
Someone teach poor little Daniel J. McGuire what the law he adores so much really is. His karma for dumping Tomas's food on the ground, threatening to dump WD-40 on his food too, came back full circle. He called the cops, and they ended up arresting him. I don't root for people being part of the mass incarceration, but I have to admit, this was hilarious.
Buenas tardes. ¿Mandé?
Fuck out of here! Fuck! Get out!
Está macheteando mi vitrina. Ajá. Estoy grabando.
Yo, calm down. You good, bro?
Hello again, Daniel J. McGuire. What are you doing? Taking an axe to a street vendor's cart? This guy is unstable. The last time we covered Daniel J. McGuire, he was threatening to burn down a food vendor's cart using WD-40. Then there was a protest outside of his house in which he decided to hose the protesters and he got arrested. Now Daniel, broke, no job, selling his home because he can't afford it anymore, is coming outside and taking an axe to a food vendor's cart. This guy is unstable. Why is he not arrested? Please put the pressure on the police in Woodland Hills, California, to arrest Daniel J. McGuire once again for his actions in that video.
Velasquez, a retiree who lives in Santa Monica, met us in South Los Angeles because he says he just had to do something.
Get out!
This after he saw our story showing a man aggressively approaching fruit vendor Jonathan Alvarez, then returning with an axe to destroy the 20-year-old's fruit stand.
And I couldn't help but thinking that this young man's American dream was just violently shattered by this crazed man.
Velasquez says in those moments he not only felt for Alvarez, who just moved here from Mexico a year ago. Velasquez says he also thought of his own immigrant upbringing.
And I could just think about me as the paperboy on my bike and having some man assault me.
When Velasquez heard it would take about $1,000 for Alvarez to replace all his destroyed equipment to get up and running again.
How do you feel about meeting him?
Excited. Yeah.
He went straight to the bank to pull out $1,000. Two strangers met for the first time.
You brought something to give Jonathan.
It's $1,000 for you to get started again on your business.
Muchísimas gracias, en verdad, se lo agradezco. He hopes this doesn't happen again and that he's very thankful for this.
The help did not stop here. This woman, who did not want to show her face, also contacted us and also showed up with $1,000.
Hopefully this will get you on new supplies to continue working.
Alvarez says he's surprised and forever grateful, and with this help, he hopes to sell fruits again as early as this weekend. LAPD tells us they're still actively searching for the man seen vandalizing Alvarez's stand.
Daniel J. McGuire is on the run. The authorities are actively searching for him. In all the time that I've done this, and all the different stories that I've covered, I have never heard of someone going on the run after they've been identified. Good luck to you. I mean, not really. But I want to let the rest of you know that a friend of mine who has been covering the Daniel J. McGuire story from the first time as well, has been covering this as well. It looks like he's hosting a buyout for that street vendor whose cart was brutally attacked by Daniel J. McGuire and his axe. Here's all the information right here. Sunday. Just as a warning, if Daniel J. McGuire is there, be careful. The guy has an axe. But if he's there, he'll get arrested anyway. Go show your support for Jonathan. The world will never be what Daniel J. McGuire wants it to be. And here's how it went.
So you got a brand new box.
A lot of supporters.
It is. Brand new box.
Get out of here. This is illegal. Mind your own business, you fucking bitch.
You're gonna what?
WD-40.
Then returning with an axe to destroy the 20-year-old's fruit stand.
After months and months and months of Daniel J. McGuire terrorizing his street, including, but not limited to, any food vendors that tried to sell food on the corner, despite the fact that they were permitted and legally allowed to be there. Daniel even went as far as using an axe on the food stand. And after months and months and months and several violent encounters, Daniel J. McGuire is finally held accountable.
Here comes the consequence.
We finally made sure this extremely privileged white man with a million unending chances in life was held accountable. Daniel was wrong. And communities will stand behind marginalized groups getting pushed around by privileged white men like that. As we speak, Daniel J. McGuire is sitting in jail.
Perfecto, pues peguémoslo otra vez, así.
I have an update on Daniel J. McGuire. You may remember him as the guy who harassed and physically attacked any street vendors outside of his house.
Legally in my neighborhood.
And give your name.
Fuck you.
Leave your
Mind
name.
your own business, you fucking
Leave your
bitch.
name.
Tomorrow I'm going to spray WD-40 over all this shit.
You're gonna what?
I'm going to spray WD-40 over all this shit.
And you should face criminal charges because you've been harassing and threatening.
No, I'm allowed to.
In fact, even one time losing his cool altogether and destroying a street vendor's cart with an axe.
You good, bro?
Well, he pled no contest in court, and he was found guilty. And beyond that, while he was in court, one of the street vendor's lawyers and Alex Enamorado, they both met him there, met Daniel J. McGuire to serve him. I'll let Alex take it from here.
Today was Daniel McGuire's preliminary hearing, and Alex, Eden, and I, we served him with the civil rights lawsuit for the hate crimes that he committed.
Remember Daniel J. McGuire, who we took a tamborazo outside of his house?
national news across the country, and we organized a protest outside of his house where he called the cops on us when he ended up getting arrested. And well, since we pushed, he got arrested for felony assault. Christian was able to obtain a restraining order for 5 years. He sold his house and moved out of state. He had to fly back for sentencing, forced to pay back all the stuff to the street vendor, and now he's been served with the lawsuit for civil rights violation and hate crime. And thanks to you all, we've been able to help both street vendor victims that were antagonized by Daniel J. McGuire with thousands of dollars. And to anyone thinking of attacking a street vendor, this is what we do. Protect street vendors at all times.
So we haven't heard much from Daniel J. McGuire since all these events transpired. He moved to Michigan, where he has been causing less trouble, I guess. But for some reason, he's left me a couple threatening voicemails in that time. I have no idea why. All I did was cover the story. Perhaps he should focus less on me and street vendors with legal permits, and instead focus more on himself. You're responsible for your own behavior, Daniel. I know it's a strange concept for you, but you got to accept it eventually.